The book is about a personality type that I've called the hypercreative personality. Hypercreative people are people who ideas and creativity and imagination is their thing. That's the main way that they like to spend their time, is coming up with ideas, solving problems, inventing stuff, changing things, experimenting. That's what they do. They wake up in the middle of the night with an idea. They're walking the dog and they have a brilliant idea. They're swimming laps in the pool and they're having a brilliant idea. They're always having ideas. So they're very creative. But they're hyper creative for a couple of reasons. Firstly, they kind of have too many ideas, and it's very difficult for them to know which ones to pursue and which ones to ignore and which ones are better and which ones are worse. And also to stop the creativity is very difficult. So they're almost too creative for their own good. But also they're combining creativity with some other innate preferences in terms of their behaviour, which can make what should be a real gift into something of a burden. The classic definition of a hypercreative is someone who is very creative, has lots of ideas, is generally extrovert, not necessarily particularly confident, but the way that they process ideas is external. They talk a lot about what they're thinking. They're flexible in their work style, so they may be quite disorganised. They don't have a lot of respect for deadlines. Deadline is the first opportunity to ask for an extension, really. And they make decisions based on their gut feel rather than an analysis of the data. So they kind of know what they think, they kind of know what their decision is going to be before they've backed it up with research or facts. Now, each of those things in themselves aren't bad, and even together they don't necessarily need to be bad, but they can together be a recipe for not finishing what you start, getting very exuberant and excited about things and then going off them very quickly, having a low attention span, being impatient, being quite, because you're quite articulate, actually people just, they've heard enough and you're still talking about it and you haven't actually started doing anything. So these things can be quite difficult for people around you and they can inhibit your success. So the book is a way of helping people to understand whether they are this way and what to do about it, how to manage some of the extremes so that it does become the key to your success rather than the thing that's holding you back.